Hi everyone, my name is TITIS Rofianna and this is video UAS ielts2. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening everyone. Today, I will like to share a personal experience that reflects conflict between traditional family's values and individual aspiration. My story is about dream that I had for many years, pursuing master degree. To understand why this dream is so important to me, I need to explain a little about my background, okay? I came from the financial difficult during my undergraduate years. My father works as a motorcycle taxi driver. I still remember receiving only around 100,000 rupiahs per month for my personal expenses. The money came in small 2,000 rupiahs notes and coin collected for my father long hours of work. Whenever I think about this moment, I feel emotion because I realize how much sacrifice my parents made my education. Because of this circumstance, education become more than just a personal goals. It become a symbol of hope, graduate, and a way to honor my parents' sacrifice, thought, hard work, and determination. I eventually earned a scholarship and complete my bachelor degree. After graduation, I believe I was finally getting closer to my next dreams, pursuing a master degree. An opportunity appeared to a scholarship program related to my field of study. However, there was one major challenge. The program required me to study outside in Lampung, possible in Java or Kalimantan. For many people, this might seem like an easy discussion. However, for me, it's become one of the most difficult choices of my life. When I talk my mother about the opportunity, she becomes silent. Then she starts crying. After a long pause, she said something that I will never forget. I have already lost one child. I do not want to lose another. At the moment, I realized that the situation was no longer about education. It was about love, fear, loss, and family. From my perspective, pursuing a master degree represented self-development, independence, and the opportunity to build a better future. From my mother's perspective, my departure represented uncertainty and emotional loss. The situation illustrates the conflict between individualistic and collective values. Individual values emphasize personal growth, self-fulfillment, and achieve one's goal. Collective values, which are common in Indonesia culture, emphasize family, interconnectedness, loyalty, and collective well-being. Neither perspective was wrong. In fact, both were valid. This is what made this decision so painful. Psychologically, I experienced what is often called an internal value conflict, and part of me wants to pursue my dream and take advantage of a rare opportunity. Another part of me feels responsibility for protecting my mother's emotional well-being as the only child who remained close to my parents. I also feel a strong sense of filial responsibility. Filial responsibility refers to the belief the children have an obligation to care for and support the parents, especially when parents have made significant sacrifice of them. Eventually, I decided not to pursue the scholarship. I stayed. At the time, I feel Esther was burying a dream that had accompanied me for many years. I would be lying if I said the decision did not hurt. Even today, when I see friends pursuing master's degree, receiving scholarship, or graduation from prestigious university, I sometimes feel sadness. I sometimes wonder that my life would look like if I had made a different choice. However, as I grew older, I began to understand the situation more deeply. I realized the success is not always measurable by academic achievement or personal accomplishment. Sometimes success is measured by the relationship we preserve and the people we choose to support. My decision taught me an important lesson about empathy. Instead of viewing the situation as sacrifice forced upon me, I learned to see it is conscious choice based on my value. At the same time, this experience also took me to postponed dreams are not necessarily abandoned dreams. I still hope the post-master degree in the future. The dream has not disappeared. It is simple follow a different timeline. Looking back, I do not see my experience as a story of failure. Instead, I see its story about balancing two important values: personal ambition and family commitment. This experience helped me become more mature, more reflective, and more appreciative of the complexity human decision making. In conclusion, conflict between tradition and value and individual aspiration are really simple. Sometimes there is not perfect situation. Sometimes we must choose between two things that are both meaningful and important. Although I postponed my dream, I gained a deeper understanding of love, responsibility, and the sacrifice that often accompany adulthood. Thank you, everyone. I studied about empathy and I choose my mother.